So we have to talk about Nintendo because there is a game that is officially competing with them, being called Pokemon with Guns. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you enjoy the content, make sure you watch another video. It tells the algorithm you want other people to watch the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. So as you know, we've been asking for the longest time that we want Nintendo to make a Breath of the Wild style Pokemon game. And to give them a little bit of credit, they've half-assed tried with their recently Pokemon Scarlett, which looked like complete and utter garbage. The fanbase has been asking for new hardware so that way we can get new and innovative gameplay with Pokemon, but for some reason, Nintendo has been dragging their feet, and we know why Nintendo has been dragging their feet, because they make money regardless. So recently, for the past 3 years, there's been a game that's been hyped up by almost every media outlet and every convention that it's gone to, which is called Palworld. And it's essentially has been described as Pokemon with guns. Imagine taking Pokemon with Breath of the Wild and also putting Rust and also putting guns in the mix all together, and you get Palworld. And it has been destroying on Steam. The past 2 days, Palworld has sold 5 million copies, and if I'm not mistaken, has 1 million active users currently playing the early access game. The game has had such popularity on PC and on Xbox that there has been PlayStation fans clamoring to get the game to come to PlayStations. But Palworld goes to show you that if you actually take a formula that people love and innovate on top of it with good gameplay, you will sell so much. And don't get me wrong, Pokemon has sold so many copies considering the fans have been kind of conditioned to buy anything that Nintendo makes when it comes to Pokemon. Pokemon Scarlet is indicative of that. The game looks like complete and utter garbage, it runs horribly, and it's something that the fan base really doesn't deserve to get when they've been asking for a game to be more innovative, when they've been asking for a game to look a little bit more up to par like Breath of the Wild does. But Game Freak and Nintendo have been dragging their feet so much that someone else has taken that demand and has made a game that people are just buying in droves now. Keep in mind that this game is in early access. This is not a full release game. This is a situation like Baldur's Gate that came out early access, and that fans and the game developers will build upon to make this game better, or at least I hope. I hope this really makes Nintendo think about innovating in their games. Keep in mind that Nintendo has done this with every other intellectual property that they have. They've done it with Donkey Kong, they've done it with Metroid, they've done it with Mario as of recently with Mario Wonder, and they've done it with Breath of the Wild, Zelda. But for some reason, when it comes to Nintendo and Game Freak into innovating with Pokemon, they refuse to do so. Pokemon makes so much money regardless of what they release and what they do, that I think that Game Freak and Nintendo feel that they can pretty much do whatever they want and they'll still get the sales that they want and project. Which is why it's not a surprise that Palworld is doing as good as it is on PC and on Xbox, because of the fact that there is a high demand for an open world survivor Pokemon game that people have been asking for the longest time. And I really hope that Nintendo takes a good hard look at what Palworld is doing, even though there might be some issues with supposed plagiarism and AI images that have been generated with AI. I really hope that it makes Nintendo take a good hard look at what Palworld is doing when it comes to its innovative gameplay. And I'm not saying that Palworld is exactly like Pokemon, but there's elements in there that people have been asking for the longest time. And I really hope that Nintendo takes a good hard look in the mirror, and I hope Game Freak especially takes a good hard look in the mirror, that they can take their time on making a brand new game, especially with a rumored Nintendo Switch coming out, to make a good and innovative game that people want to play. You don't have to invent the wheel when it comes to Pokemon. It's literally right there of what people want, but for some reason, Game Freak and Nintendo keep dragging their feet, and now they have a competitor with Palworld, or at least I hope they do. It's a little early to say that they do have a competitor. I really do hope that Palworld stays as a competitor and builds on the great foundation that they have currently. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Do you think Palworld is a ripoff of Pokemon? Do you think the gameplay is good? Do you think Nintendo should innovate? Tell me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And remember, you are pretty good.